Hey guys, this is gonna be the video where I talk about my cerclage or however you guys say it surgery. Um, it when I first went in to see maternal fetal, I was around 13 weeks. They said, okay, you know what? We'll just go ahead and just watch your cervix. We'll just do ultrasounds and see how it goes because we're not sure if it's preterm labor or it's actually incompetent cervix. And they said that it would be a bad idea for them to do surgery and then not need it. You know what I'm saying? So they decided, okay, you know what? We're not gonna go ahead and do it. Then later on, when I went in at 16 weeks, I saw a different doctor. He was reviewing my history with me, and then he went on the computer and reviewed a lot of the stuff from when I had my son Anthony from the hospital and all that stuff. And he goes, you know what? He goes, I think it'd be the best thing to do is get you a cerclage, because since we were not sure of how it happened, because incompetent cervix causes preterm labor. Your cervix opens to a certain point that starts causing contractions and puts you into preterm labor. That happens. So he says, I think it'd be the best thing to go ahead and get you the cerclage preventative. That way, if you start to dilate or if there's anything that starts to happen, it's there to protect it. That way, we're not having to deal with an emergency. You want me to open it, honey? Here you go. You got the pencil? Sorry. So yeah, so he figured, you know what, it's the best thing to do it. The benefits are better than it outweighs the risks. So I figured, you know what, that's better if I get it, just to be safe. Better be safe than sorry. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and go through with it. So he goes, okay, I'll schedule for surgery today at 5. And I was like, today? Like, I figured I was going to have time to, okay, think, get, process it and know how to get ready for it and everything. So I said, wow, today. So I had to call my husband out of work. We went, I couldn't eat or drink anything. And I was like so hungry, it was horrible. So we went in, we waited, they prepped me for it. I had to take all my jewelry out. I had my belly button pierced, so I had to take that out, and it closed. So now I was like, crap, yeah. But anyways, I had to take all my jewelry out. I had to get ready. I had to wear those blue cap thingies, like when you're like going in for like some major surgery. And I never had surgery like per se, like never when I was a baby. But I'm saying now that I remember, I've never had surgery, so I was scared, so scared. I was terrified. And we got ready. The doctor came and they said, okay, well, I'm gonna have that anesthesiologist come in and talk to you, and then we'll get ready for surgery. I said, okay. So the anesthesiologist came and talked to me and talked to me about the options of, you okay, baby? Talked to me about the options of what kind of anesthesia would be best, and he said that he preferred a certain one. So I said, okay, I got this spinal something like it's kind of like an epidural. It just numbs from your waist down. So I said that's fine. I was terrified. Never had that done before or anything, because when I had Anthony, I didn't get any medicine or anything. So I was really scared. And when I went in, we went into the room, and the room looked like those rooms you see on TV when they're about to do like major surgery, where it's like super bright and have those big huge lamps. And I was like, oh my god. The minute I saw that, I was like freaked out. I was like, okay, this is real, this is and I started crying and I was really nervous. And there was a nurse there, and that she was holding me, like she was hugging me and like holding me while they used the needle to put down my spine for the anesthesia. And for a minute, because she looked so much like my mother, so for a minute I felt like my mother was there with me, and I felt like she was there to protect me. And it made me cry. And just thinking about it right now, it makes me want to cry. It made me cry even more because I felt like, I don't know, I just felt like she was there, to take care of me. And it made me feel, I don't know, comfort, even though I knew, So I felt like all warm at first, like from my bottom went to my toes, and then it just went numb. And I was like, oh my god, this is so weird. Like I just I couldn't shake the feeling of like not feeling my legs or my bottom or my JJ or any of that. So I was like, wow, so weird. They had to put up my legs. I was completely awake, like the way am I now? I just couldn't feel my legs or anything. And they put my legs on these like where they hang on my feet, like upside, and then they like lowered my body like this way, like lowered my body down, but I didn't even feel like I was down. I felt like I was straight. So it just felt really awkward. The whole thing I think took like 15 to 20 minutes, and I went by so quick because the nurses were talking to me and everything. And I felt like tugging and pulling and moving around. I felt, that's all I felt. I didn't feel any pain or anything, but it just felt so awkward and weird, and it was really, 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 really weird. After that, of course, I was put in the recovery for a little bit. I fell asleep for about 2 hours. Woke up, I still couldn't feel my legs at all, in my toes. Then waited. It was raining. I waited about like we waited about like 4 or 5 hours for it to wear off, and even then it didn't completely wear off. And now the most embarrassing thing happened to me is just embarrassing. To the fact that you can't feel anything. You don't feel when you have to go potty or anything. That was really weird and embarrassing for me. Like I was all emotional coming off of that stuff. So on top of everything, I had that happen. It was just really, really emotional. Oh, baby. Yeah. So it was crazy. And when I got home, I was so scared that I wasn't gonna be able to know when I had to potty. No, baby, you're gonna hurt the kitty. I was so like scared that I didn't know when I had to go potty or anything. I couldn't feel at all. Mommy, rain. And I had a lot of pain, not in my uterus, like no cramping, but my back was just so sore. Like, I felt like somebody like hit me with a baseball bat in my back, lower back. It was so sore. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. I did do bed rest for about a week, just to make sure everything was fine. And that's pretty much it. I did have like no cramping at all, which that was weird. I spotted for 3 days and that's it. And I knew it was like a really light spotting. I figured it was gonna be more. Ew, stop farting. My cat's farting and it smells. So yeah, anyways, no, it was just really really uncomfortable, really weird experience, but I had minimum spotting. I did have a sore back for about 4 days. It was like a really bad sore. Didn't want to move or anything. But after that, I was back to normal. Like I felt really fine. I feel like I don't have anything, but I do have the stitch there. The surgery was a success. Everything was fine. Like I said, the worst part of all was just coming off of that anesthesia. And if anybody's going to go through that, I suggest bed rest for a week. Just you can be calm and Anthony, you can be calm and stuff. Come here, sweetie. You okay? Okay. So that was just the hard part. But I'm really thankful I made the decision, and I'm really thankful the doctors offered this to me. But I'm more like, how do I say? I feel more safe knowing that I have this, knowing that even if it's not needed, I know that it's there in case I do. Because sometimes they don't catch it in time, and some people have so many losses. So I'm very thankful that I said yes to this procedure. And despite the weird experience, I would recommend it to anybody because it can really save your baby's life. But that's my experience with the cerclage. I will be doing, like I said, I will be doing the other video for my week 18 pregnancy because I'm 19 weeks now, so I will be doing the week 18. So thank you guys for watching. Any questions or anything, please let me know. Facebook, YouTube. All right, thanks. Bye.